Good afternoon and good morning. I hope you're well on this fine Monday afternoon, morning, depending where you're watching across the globe. My name is Craig Laird and we are here again, the start of a brand new week on Crafters TV. We are kickstarting with our wake-up call. Today, this whole week in actual fact, is a humongous week. You may have seen Sarah and Joe yesterday, and that is now going to continue into this week. But you know what? We'll tell you all about that as Wake Up Call goes on. What I do want to tell you is what we've got planned for you today on this Monday, the 19th of July. We have got one of many launch days this week. This one is coming up at 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. That's going to be with Sarah and Joe, and wait until you see what we've got planned. If you didn't see them yesterday, then today's going to be the first chance to see them. Wake Up Call is going to be the first chance to get your hands on them. But with it also being Monday, it also means that we have, funny enough, Monday Makers. Now, Debbie Robinson, she's going to be in the building for that one, and she's going to be here at 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Time, where she's going to give you a rundown of a lot of crafting goodies, a lot of festive Christmas crafting goodies. Gosh, that's a mouthful on a Monday afternoon, that's for sure. All of which, I've been cheeky in actual fact, because usually I have about 3 picks. I've got 4 picks today, 1 from the launch and 3 from Monday Makers. But what we're going to do is we're going to do that hand in hand with the guy who's going to, well, he's on, gosh knows actually how many days that he's on. It's like me, we're never away from this place. It is, of course, it's Joe. Afternoon, Joe.
Oh, hello, Craig. Good afternoon. So glad to be back. We had such an incredibly busy preview last night for this amazing Club Inspire Members Christmas event. Now, it's rolling all the way through for the entire week until the end of Sunday. Loads of exciting things to tell you about with this. Of course, double points across absolutely everything, which is amazing. A launch day pretty much every single day this week. Some amazing products coming up, but the most exciting bit, Craig, is getting on Sarah's nice list. Are you on the nice list? I'm not on there, Craig, and I'm not happy about it.
I'm not on it either. I was for a split second, but then someone took me off it. But I think I deserve to be on it.
I think you deserve to be on it, but if you want to get on Sarah's nice list, then it's really easy to do so. All you're going to have to do is, of course, comment in any one of our shows. Each comment is an entry, so the more you comment, the more times you get entered, which is excellent. And you can comment, of course, in all the normal ways. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion on YouTube. If you get a place on Sarah's nice list as well, you are going to win a prize worth at least £75 or dollars. We'll be putting one on every single show, and we're going to be putting the second name up in this show, which is brilliant. Beth Fralix, of course, was the first person to get on Sarah's nice list last night. As well as that, Craig, gosh, there's so much going on, isn't there?
Yes, Lord.
I'm sitting next to Craft Male Personality of the Year nominee Craig Laird. How do you feel about that?
Still hasn't sunk in yet. You know, what was that, about 3 days now since I found out? Still haven't sunk in yet, Joe. No.
Well, it's not changed him. You'll be good to know. He's still the same old hottie Scotty, which is fabulous. Now, we've been nominated in 11 categories for the Best of Crafts Awards. Let's have a look at those categories then. Here they all are. I'm pretty sure we've got more nominations than anyone else. Subtle brag. Most Loved Crafts TV Shopping Channel, Most Loved UK Craft Chain Store, Best Brand for Craft, Best Customer Service, Favourite Die Cutting Range, Ultimate Gadget, Male Craft Personality there, Craig Laird. That's like the best actor nomination. Female Craft Personality of the Year, Sarah, Best Actress nomination. A Designer of the Year there as well, Leanne Chivers, Ultimate Craft Holiday, and the Best Online Workshop or Best Workshop. Voting closes on the 24th of September, and you can vote now at craftawards.com if you're in the UK. I also believe if you are in the US, you can vote via the Crafts Beautiful or Best of Crafts Facebook page. So make sure you head over there if you struggle on the craftawards.com website. But Craig, oh my giddy aunt, what a day we've got coming up today.
What a day indeed. Now, you'll have seen past collections that are about building the scenes. Now, this one is super cool because there's 3 elements to build in a scene. We've got embossing folders, we've got stamps, and we've got accent stamps. So here we go, having a look right here. Within this one is the 3D scene builder. So this is the collection of 51 elements. This is the stamp and die. So I'm going to go this side and say this is what you're going to be getting, these stamps and dies here. Now, each of them have a set where they actually create a scene. So you'll use these three in conjunction with each other to create a lovely scene. You'll use these three to create a lovely scene, and then you'll use these three to create a lovely scene. However, you know what you crafters is like. There's no reason why you can't maybe use that one within this one, or this embossing folder with this little girl down here skating if you want to. You can completely customize it to whichever way that you want. So whether you want to do that and mix and match them, you absolutely can do. But within that bundle there, every single one of you, maybe you're new, maybe last night, yesterday afternoon, depending where you were watching across the globe, it's the first time that you've seen Sarah and Joe, first time you've seen Crafters TV. Every single one of you is going to be paying £74 or $90. But if you are Club Inspire, then what that means is that comes all the way down even further. So that comes down to £96 here in the UK. Right, there we go. Went a wee bit early there. If you're Club Inspire, that comes out at £59.20 or $72. So that's a really good saving as well for you guys stateside. However, in saying that, the today's price for everyone, that is still a whopping with 51 elements, embossing folders, stamps and dies as well. But what we've got is ink pads and some acetate. So we've got our acetate and our stamps here. So this is our Gemini, this is our dimensional scene by the project collection. So everyone is going to be paying $120 or £120 or $157. It actually works out that you guys stateside, you get free shipping. I know. Awesome to be able to get free shipping on this collection here. So within this one, it comes to £96 or $125.60 for you guys stateside. So that is the Buy the Project collection, where you've got everything that I just showed you a minute ago, plus you get your water reactive ink pads and you get your 3 packs of acetate as well. Going to be really nice to create maybe things like your shaker cards, or maybe you just want to do added extra dimensions in that, which you can do indeed. So that's my first pick, which is coming up in launch day with Sarah and Joe, 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. Pacific time. So what I'm now going to do is I'm now going to focus on to what's coming up on Monday Makers. My first pick, double-sided edgeable dies. This is our Gemini, double-sided layerable edgeable, and what does that say? Six. I thought that said 6th place. I'm thinking, oh, I need my glasses today. 6-piece Christmas collection. Really, it's kind of like 12 dies because they're double-sided, but we'll explain that later on in Wake Up Call if you've never seen these dies before. Every single one of you are going to be paying £38 or $50, but if you're platinum, once again, that comes down to £30.40 or $40. Everything I'm going over for you guys across Central Europe, you just need to go to .eu. Your prices will be there as well. So that's what we're going to be having a look at within Wake Up Call that's featured on Monday Makers. But I'm not going any further from Monday Makers. We're sticking with it. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having a look at some stamps. Now, when it comes to these stamps, these are our Gemini Layerable Christmas Stamp and Die Collection. We have got 110 elements. You've got stamps, you've got dies. The price I'm going to tell you right now works out at half price. Half price. These are super cool and super easy to actually use. So today's price is £52 or $69. Platinum, that comes down to £41.60 or $55.20 for you guys stateside. And you can use these right across the board. You might actually want to use them in conjunction with your scene collection that we've got coming up just shortly as well. So loads and loads and loads of stamps and dies within this set here. So that's also one of my picks from Monday Makers. And then I thought, I've done 1, I've done 2, I've done 3 picks. I thought, do you know what? Let's go for a 4th pick. And what we're going to be showing you right now is our Christmas Word stamp and die set. Now, this one, I gave you a bit of a tease on my Instagram last night. This one works out as you're getting 60% off. How phenomenal. I know, not 50%, 60%. So today's price, £19 or $23, but look at that platinum price for all of these stamps and dies, £15.20 or $18.40. These are absolutely phenomenal. These are enabling you to then have that main focal point with your Christmas sentiment, but then you've got lots of individual sentiment stamps that you can then work in conjunction to create a little phase. That also is what we're going to be having a look at. So whether it's launch day or whether it's going to be coming up with Monday Makers with Joe and also with Debbie, which of course 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern time or 11 a.m. Pacific time, not only is it jam-packed full, it's jam-packed full of Christmas festivities when it comes to Wake Up Call today, when it comes to launch day, and when it comes to Monday Makers as well. So I think the only thing that's left to say, Joe, is you're feeling festive.
Ah, look at the size of my stocking. Of course I'm feeling festive. Craig, I've been having a rummage through here, looking at all these crackers and baubles and all the amazing prizes that are going to be won over the next 7 days. Now, I mean, you guys are quick off the mark at the moment. I know you're excited for Christmas. I know so many of you have been waiting for this event. Get It, Got It Good is something we launch every single Monday during this very show. And that's exactly what I was planning on doing right now. However, it's sold out and gone already. The Spectrum Noir metallic ink pad with black paper collection has sold out. I am very, very sorry. I do say to you, you need to get it, got it good for it. Get it, got it goes. I don't ever recall it selling out before we've even had the opportunity to launch it. If you got your hands on it, congratulations. What I would say is, this is going to be a theme, I think, as we go through this week. If you see something that you like and that you love, then absolutely get your hands on it very quickly. Loads of people tuning in and saying hi, everyone wanting to win a chance to be on that nice list. Remember, the second name will be going up in this show. Kimberly's in from North Carolina. Georgianne is here, as she always is, in Clearwater, Florida. Diana's in Indiana. Shirley is in from South Wales as well. Sheila saying congratulations on your nomination. You and Crafter's Companion definitely deserve them. Sarissa saying that we're both on the nice list. I'm not sure we are. When I'm good, but when I'm bad, I'm better, Craig. That's what I've been told. Rhiannon says, these dies are absolutely stunning. I love what Sarah made yesterday. Yes, and that was just tipping the ice. That was just the tip of the iceberg in the show yesterday. 2 full hours of these coming up later. Pretty much infinite possibilities when you look at the way you can use these and sort of the way they go together, Craig, isn't there?
There really, really is. So we'll get back to your comments throughout. Just to jump down to Aisha's comment, as much as we would love to wear our Christmas jumpers, it is roasting today like it has been over the weekend. So the Christmas jumper, that's gone to the side for now. You never know, it might appear throughout the day or throughout the week. You'll just need to keep your eyes peeled on that one. But certainly not for Wake Up Call, because it's warm. Talking about warm, what we can then do is create a lovely scene in front of the fireplace. Or you might want to create a scene where you're nice and chilly and cold on the ice. It's entirely up to you. That's using our 3D scene builder collection. Now, what I'm going to show you here is what you're going to be paying for, where you've got 51 elements in total. Now, I'm going to go through these section by section like they're intended, but I want you to keep in mind you can mix and match. Now, we have got our cut and emboss folder with this one here. Now, it's as if it's into, you know, it's like it's looking through the woods, the branches, that could have some snow on it, glitter on it. But then this could also be one nicely used for Halloween. It's like you could be spooky if you want to go down that colour tones. But what this one does is this will then sit nicely over the top of your stamped and coloured impression of this gorgeous little girl, which is on the ice there, that backdrop with all the trees, the hills, the snow with the ice. And then what you can do is you can come along with the embellishment dies and start to create extra focal detail on the front, in the back. It's entirely up to yourself. You can have some of the branches peeking out, you can have the stag just peeking out, or you might want to use them entirely on their own, which you can do. Then our next one, we've got our brickwork with the window. The window actually opens as well. So within this one here, what you're going to be doing is you can then have it so that you're looking that you have got the gorgeous little cottage. Now, this one, in actual fact, although this looks as though it's one whole die, which you can use it, as a stamp, it's actually split into two. So if I go that way, there we go. It's actually two stamps, so you can use them separate if you want. You don't have to use them as one. But then on top of that, what you can do is you can pop on all your little die cut elements, stamp them, colour them, so you've got a lot of definition, a lot of detail, and a lot of focal points if you choose to use them in that way. And then we've got this one here, so we've got the door. So also, when it comes to the door opens, you've got the gorgeous brickwork all the way round, but then what you've got, look at that, Joe.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Isn't it beautiful? You could colour that in any way that you so wish that could match maybe home decor you've got at the moment. Maybe it reminds you of, you know, your gran, your granddad, your nan, your grandpa, you know, whichever that you call them within your family, their decor back in the day. You can absolutely do that. But then you've got garlands, you've got wreaths, you've got holly, you've got lots of different accessories that enable you to build that scene if that's what you want to do. So whether you're wanting to build it so it's on the outside, whether you want to build it so it's on towards the inside, looking in, looking out, it's entirely up to you. But of course, mixing and matching. So I'm going to show you a few finished samples before we get cracking and we make a project within this one here. So this one, as we open it up, now look at this. So this one here has been made so it's looking into the door. All the layering has been done on the front of the card. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that, because there's actually a couple of ways that you can use this in a different way. So you've got that design within the middle there. What about this one here? So you don't just have to use them as a standard card blank. What about using them so that you've got them so that they are opening? You've got the design in the back. Now with this one, you could have had some of the other additional, maybe stags. Maybe you want to take the snowman, so that's poking out if you want to. You can do. And this is the alternative way that I was kind of referring to a moment ago. So we've got the window, we've got the snowman and the cottage in the background. This is actually the one that I'm going to be using in the demo, but this is actually a card. So what we've done is we've cut our own little aperture within the middle and we've overlaid our cut and emboss design. So the windows can then open or close depending which way you want to go, but the scene has actually been created on the inside. These are so much fun, so much fun. Doesn't have to be your normal cards, it can be your concept cards that you can see here. So we've got that one with the little girl, so she's ice skating there, colour theme it whichever way. We've got another one as well. So this one being done within the same way there. And then what I'm going to do very quickly is just show you inner black and white concepts that you guys absolutely love to see as well. Let's show you a few other ways that you can be doing them. So if you want to create your little domed effect, then you can do as well with the scenes. You can have them that way. Then what you've got is you've got your additional stepper card at the side there. Another one, now you could be having this so it's kind of a bit of a surprise as to what's going to be behind the door. Surprise! You know, you could have that one there. Then, what about this one as well? So please don't just think of them as you have to use them in the way that you would initially think. Have a little bit of a play in all the different ways. Let's show you a couple more. These are more the standard design that you've got here. A couple more. And then what we can do now is we can get demo in these different ones.
Oh, I love that one, Craig.
How fun's that one?
That's awesome, isn't it?
Fun and different. And these ones that I'm showing you in the black and white, that's not been even using any of the accessory stamping dies yet. So that goes to show there's lots and lots of different ways that you can use them. I think I'm just about ready, Joe. If we've got a few other comments,
yeah, we have indeed.
And then I can fully get myself sorted and we can start demoing.
Rhiannon says, these dies are absolutely stunning. Love what Sarah made yesterday. Debbie says, love the Ben and Craig combo. Awkward.
Awkward.
I'm not sure if she just loves it when Ben's here or she thinks I am Ben or some confusion. No, Ben. I love that comment. Yeah, Ben will be back on, you'll be with Ben on Friday, I'm guessing, Craig, will you?
I will be. Yeah, Friday.
I don't know what is planned or what is going on, but I found a very interesting outfit in the house this week since I've been staying there. Yeah, and a wig. I found a wig.
Okay.
I would have tried it on, but you know, the way things are, I haven't. I've left it in the bag, but I mean, I was desperate to get it out. Anyway, This is going downhill fast, this show. Anastasia says, did everyone see Sarah yesterday? This is it, was amazing. I was about to grab my card, but I stopped. But today I'll pick this help. Sarah, so happy, like a kid on Christmas morning. Mary Kay is starting to build my stash of double-sided dies. These edgeable Christmas ones would be great in my collection. Absolutely, especially whilst they are half price. Deborah says, I know that how excited Sarah is with Christmas. This year comes over to us. I can't help getting excited too. Loads of excitement. Remember as well, we're going to get that second name on Sarah's nice list today. I will be picking a prize out of the stocking and announcing one of you lovely lot as the second name on the list. Any questions or comments that you've got, get them over to me. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion across on YouTube. Details there along the bottom of your screen. How easy are these to put together then, Craig?
They're really, really easy. So I'm going to be creating this card where we are layering up on the front of our card blank. So what I'm going to do is I've taken some of our white smooth stamping card. I've cut it to 5 1/4 by 7 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it into my cut and emboss folder. So for this one, I am using our cottage window set. So this is where that we've got the snowman and the robin, and we've also got the cottages as well, Woodland cottage. So for this one, cut and emboss, base cutting plate, and I'm going to add my top cutting plate. But what I like to do as well with these ones, to enhance that emboss a little bit more, I like to pop my metal shim in. That will not affect the die that's inside. All that will do is it will really make that emboss pop. And what it'll then do is it'll create the little kind of like the windows panes within the window. They'll die cut out, and then you'll be able to have that window that opens and closes. So if I take that one out, take that, and then take that, what we're left with is this super, super cool emboss. So we can kind of see it here. We've got the wood, the brickwork, we've got the woodwork, the arches, we've got everything within this window. You can of course be colouring it if you want to, if you were to go for the set with the inks, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep that part white. And this is the one that I've done, just so that you can see I've not done anything different other than add foam pads on the back of one of the other ones. Then what I'm going to do is let's bring in our Nina cardstock, Joe. And this one I've cut to 4 by 6. It's more like an A6 size here in the UK. And I'm going to pop it onto my stamping platform that I know that we've got on as well. This is going to be your best friend when it comes to this collection. And the stamp set I'm using to go with it, Woodland Cottage, this is where you can use both stamps together if you want. However, what's so cool about them is that they are actually separate. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to use what would be the top stamp, and I'm going to do it so I've got that main image within the middle.
And I guess these are going to work equally well away from this collection, Craig, as they are with the collection.
Joe, I'm going to be using these embellishment stamping dies so much in conjunction with other collections that we've got coming up this week, but then also collections that we've had over the last few years. So they really are not only an embellishment for this collection, what it will be is an embellishment for all future collections.
Amazing.
Or maybe, you know, that on its own is a full stamp set that you can create a gorgeous image for a front of a card if you want. Now what I've just realised I've done, silly me, because it's a brand new stamp, I've gone to prime it with my translucent clear.
Right.
But I forgot to actually put the ink over the top.
Oh, what a silly Billy.
What? As Will Farrell says in Elf, the Christmas movie, what a cotton-headed ninny muggins I am.
You're also using the Monday mega deal
I
there as well,
am.
Craig, I see. You can buy the platform and you get a stamping card for free, 60 sheets of it, no less. Again, there isn't much of that. I wouldn't be surprised if that deal doesn't make it to Monday Makers, you know, Craig.
No, I wouldn't be surprised either. Not surprised in the slightest. Now what I'm going to do is, big shout out, we've got the OG today, we've got Erin and we've got Adam back in the gallery today. So I didn't call you old Erin, I called you old OG, the original gang.
The original gang. You know that's not what OG means.
No, I know, but, well, I like to call it, well, we like to think it, the original gang. Now, this one here is what I've just stamped a minute ago. Now, what I've done at home, using ice blue blend and alpine green, I've added some colour onto the background. But what I've also done is I've added drops of our faux snow. So
Craig, I've got bad news.
What?
Faux snow, no, no.
It's not sold out, is it?
It's sold out last night.
You're joking?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can't believe that. Oh well. Now, if you're lucky enough to still have some faux snow, then you can be using that. But let's now go. I can't believe that sold out again. Wow. Amazing. Just as well that you managed to get your hands on it.
Well, luckily, thousands of our crafters own it, so I'm sure loads of you got it. We did tell you it was going to go. We thought we had enough to definitely last throughout, you know, the Christmas crafting period, as we call it, a couple of months. But no, like the Get It, Got It Good, when the faux snow has gone as well, I just would definitely urge you. That Monday mega deal that I spoke about a moment ago, Craig, 30% now gone on that already, just since this morning. So don't think that's going to last the day either. I would definitely suggest, particularly over this Club Inspire members Christmas event, if you see something you want, get it and check it out, because it is going to be one hell of a ride this week, Craig.
It's going to be so mega busy, that's for sure. I cannot wait to be watching the shows with you and Sarah at home with the launch day shows, because then I kind of get like first dibs on it on Wake Up Call. I know. So here we go. So I'm going to go, I've missed just a tiny bit down there. Let's stamp that. We've got the look of the snowman. I've only done the snowman and the bell here. But what I love about this is the sketchy look that you get with it. So with the snowman, using ice blue blend and the lightest end, what I'll do is where all that sketchy design is, Joe, I am literally very quickly just adding lines of colour. I'm not blending, I'm not going in with the dark or the medium. I am literally doing sketches of ink. So we can go in and around there. But then what you could do is once that's finished, you've got the dies to work in conjunction. So I'm not going to cut these ones out, but you simply pop the die around. You might want to die cut first, that's up to you. But once you've done that, you'll end up with these super cute characters. So I've got our snowman, our little robin. I've gone for the bells. And what I've also done is a few of the bows that also come within that one set that I'm using. So what we're going to do now is let's bring in our card blank. So I've gone in for a big one, 6x8. And what we can now do is by layering all of these up. Can you see the paper I'm using? Maybe a little bit of a tease.
Ooh, what one's this? Are you going to tell us?
I kinda. I don't know.
End of the week, maybe?
Is that when it is? Is it?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes, I believe. Is it Wednesday? Oh, I thought it was Friday.
Do you know what part of the Nutcracker collection?
Oh, Craig, all right, just laying it right out there on the line.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it. You're really doing it.
Now, what I've done is I've added our foam pads here, but what I've also done is I've not popped any here. This is how I find it easier to do. So what I'm going to do first, let's make sure we've got our scene in first. That would help. Otherwise, could be that you're looking through a window just into some gorgeous tartan wallpaper.
Yeah, or some lovely tartan curtains.
Or
Mandy Doodlehand says, "I've warned my husband this week will be a spend week." He said, "Do it. It's the green light has been given, and I am a lucky lady."
You
Sounds
are,
awesome.
aren't you?
A free pass for you, Mandy.
There we go. Now what I've done is I'm doing it so that I've pulled my windows open. But what I'm going to do here is this is where I personally find it easier to go in and add my snowman by tucking him under and over. So we could hear it, so he's just peeping at the window. So going, peekaboo. So you could be doing that one. Then let's go in with, I'm going to go with the bells up above. I'm going to go in with our smaller bow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that to the top of the bow that's already there. Let's do the robin. So he's popped down to actually, as if he's sitting on the windowsill, having a look, and then we'll add, and then we can do that, and then there we is this. One set in which you can be getting creative, which is all part of the 3D Scene Builder collection. 51 elements in total with your stamps, your dies, your embossing folder. Today's price for everyone, £74 here in the UK, $90 for you guys stateside. But if you are platinum, that comes all the way down to £59.20 or $72. The best place always to go shop ahead on our website. More and more you're doing that, you're taking the opportunity with Wake Up Call, shopping ahead. This week is absolutely the week to do it. So between that and seeing or wanting anything that I'm using that I might not be referring to, checking out our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk here in the UK, .com for you guys stateside, and .eu for all you across Central Europe. It's a jam-packed week, Joe, that's for sure.
Oh, it really is. It is going to be an epic week. I just want to give you a heads up about something. I feel like I'm going to be giving you lots of heads up as we go through this week. A third of that Monday mega deal has gone. Something else that is very busy again this morning already is the Christmas word stamp and die collection. A fifth of the stock had gone when we started the show. However, now that's jumped to 30% of the stock sold out and gone. Remember what you're going to get in that particular collection. You're getting Jolly, Joy, Snow, Christmas, Merry, and Noel. It is a fantastic price for you. So busy. Loads of techniques that you can do with them. You can curate your own sentiments with them too. Myself and Debbie, we're taking you through them. Well, the plan is we will, but I have a bit of a funny feeling they may not make it to the later show. They're really cool as well. You can do like cards with them. They work great for tags, and you can even double them up as well. You've got things like Merry and Christmas in there as well. Christmas and Joy maybe could go together. Loads of options when it comes to using them. I mean, platinum pricing there. If you were looking to build a free shipping basket, what a great thing to add into your cart. So many of you chatting away with me as well. We've got a new viewer in the comments, which always pleases me. Sue Maguire says, "Hi, first timer. Been watching for a while and I just love your program. Never had the courage to send a comment before." Well, I am so pleased you have, Sue. Sue, where are you joining us from? I would love to know. Remember as well, every single person that comments in any of our shows will be in with a chance of getting on Sarah's nice list. We put the first name up on the list last night. Beth Fralix was the first person to be up on the list. Now, not only do you win a place on the coveted nice list, I will also be rummaging into my stocking for you to pull out a bauble or a cracker, and you will then win a prize worth at least £75 or dollars. I have been having a little look in here. Not only are you going to get crafting goodies in here, there's also amazing projects made by some of our crafting superstars as well. Whole host of different things you could be winning in here. I've been having a good old rummage through these bags, and you're going to be so excited to receive them. Lots of you very excited as well for that launch date, which is coming up at 3 p.m. Today as well. Jeanette thinks, Craig, the two of us would be brilliant in panto. Finding the timing could be difficult. I think we struggle to get the time off together. I think it would be great. I'm trying to think of some iconic panto double acts. Maybe is it Buttons and Widow Twanky? That's who we could play. You could be Buttons, I'll be Widow Twanky. Is that Aladdin? I think it is, isn't it?
Aladdin?
Yeah, Aladdin. I think we should audition. Let's see. Maybe we can. Maybe there's a Newton Aycliffe panto we can audition for. Nora says Crafts Companion has really topped themselves this year with the Christmas designs. Can't wait to see what else they have up their sleeves. And Lena says, "My Joe, what a huge stocking you have." Well, it's packed full of prizes, Lena. That's why. Right. What would you like to look at next, Craig?
Right, what we're away to do is we are going to be having a look at our ink pads. So the water reactive ink pads that we've got. So what we're doing is the set that I've just showed you, there's ink pads that are in with that one, the bigger one. So what we're going to do is I was just double checking it. Yeah, so we're going for the ink pads. So what we're going to do here is to show you how, when it comes to the embellishment stamping dies that you've got, or more the embellishment stamps, I'm going to go in with the snowy scene. So this one is the cute little girl where she's ice skating. So what we're going to do is to show you the reason that we've put the ink pads within that bundle is because you can then start to do watercolouring with them if you so wish. So I'm going to go in with my stamp. I brought some watercolour cardstock. Now this is what you're going to need to enable you to do your watercolouring card. So I'm going to trim this down a little bit more. So let's just do it to 5.5. No specific reason other than to pop it onto our stamping platform. So if I come in with my stamping platform, we're going to add that in. Let's secure this with our discs. And then I'm going to come in with our image. So if I pop it where I'm wanting it to be, so I'm going to pop it into the middle for this one, because what I can do is after the show, I can come back and use this for another project. So I'm going to press my platform so that my stamp is nicely stuck. Now to use your water reactive ink pads to colour with, you're going to need either a paintbrush and water, or you're going to need a water brush, or you can always use our clear sparkle overlays. And what that will do is that will give your colour a nice little sparkle. But what you will need is a waterproof ink pad. I'm using the Noir Black, and it's got a picture of a paintbrush here that'll let you know it's waterproof that you need. So we're going to stamp it out, give it a really, really good coverage.
Platform, Craig.
Yes.
Pamela Evans says, Craig, when I use my platform, my stamp don't fully stamp on one side, and when I go over them, when I can still see ink, it still won't show up. Any suggestions? I'm not sure I fully understand the question, but I hope you do.
I'm not too sure either.
When I use the platform, doesn't fully stamp on one side.
I know this might sound silly, and forgive me, that it sounds as though you're not putting enough pressure on one side then. So you just need to make sure that what I like to do is I like to press, and I like to keep one hand still. So whichever hand that you use, I like to keep one hand still and move all the way around, making sure that we get a good impression. Of course.
Do you think, Craig, as well, it might be that the magnet is stopping the stamp working? You know, like if your magnet was where you stamped images or on the edge of your stamp, do you think that might be, that could be causing it maybe?
It could be, if you've maybe got, say, two magnets that have maybe stuck together and therefore they've got two high instead of one high, that could be an option or a possibility. So yeah, I would just make sure that your platform is entirely level, and yeah, you should be good to go. If we've not answered that in the way that you're meaning, do just let us know again, and we'll see where we can help. So now what I've done is I've stamped that one out. So let's go in with our ink pads that are in the bundle. And I'm going to go in with let's go within some of the grasshopper. So what I'm going to do is on my glass mat or your brown craft mat, I'm going to lay some of this ink onto my glass mat.
Oh, why is it so pleasing on my brain when you smush it on the mat?
It is. It's so pleasing.
It's like ASMR, I think the kids call it.
It's something like that, isn't it? Yeah.
Auto, sensory, something reaction.
Something reaction. So
someone will let me know in the comments.
They will. That's a great thing. It's one of the things I love about not only our shows, but Wake Up Call is that if we're unsure, you guys at home will always let us know. Now what I'm going to do is I could come along now and then I can start to pick some of this colour up. Now I should have gone in with one of the colour. Typical, I would go and use a stamp that's going to be white and blues, but you know what, let's just go in with the greens here. So I'm picking it up, again I'm using a water brush, but it could be your paintbrush and water. And then what we can then do is we can start to go in and we can colour where we want to colour. We can pick out the detail by following the accent lines that are within the stamp. So let's go back. And the more colour that you use and the more water you use, the more diluted it will be. So if you want it to be really quite strong colour, then just make sure that there's very little water going in. And then what we're going to do, I know this should be, of course, water in that, But what I'm going to do is, so that I can show you, let's pretend it's rocks with no snow. What I can then do is I can go in and then I can start to pull and drag the colour out. And by doing this, you can then start to create your own depth. So you can decide where you want to go heavy-handed with colour. And then if there's too much, you're blending it out by simply pulling the colour out. If you want to lay more colour on and get that a little bit more depth, leave it for a moment or two to let some of the water sink in, dry out slightly, and then go back over the top, and that will enable you to get more deep shade coming on top. So we can go in here, and then even if you want to go in with some shadow, let's use some of the jet black. Let's really water that down so we get a light grey. And then what we can then do is we can work our way around.
I love seeing them used like this, Craig, because I just think it's not something we automatically consider doing, is it really?
No, it's not.
Reactives?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And even by the black that I used there, it was still a little bit too harsh. So you blend it out by simply pulling the colour out, keep dragging it, and then if I tip it up, so if I tip it up, so you can just see there, you see how we've got a bit of the darkness there and it's got lighter and lighter. What we can do is that's dried for a moment, so let's go in with a little bit more heavy-handed colour. So we can go into there, and then every now and again, I'll just dab some excess off onto my glass mat, pulling the colour out once again, and it's a very fun, relaxing, therapeutic, but easy way to colour, in my opinion. It's a nice way. Let's go back again with a tiny little bit, and then I'm going to add that to the hills. So you've got that one there. So it's a little idea as to how you can then start to use your water reactive ink pads that are within the bundle to do your colouring with. And it gives you another colour option or another colouring medium to use instead of just your classics, tri-blends, illustrators, aqua pens, etc, etc. So if you want to go for that bundle that has all of those goodies with the ink pad as well as your acetate, then that is £120 or $157. But then for platinum, that comes down to £96 or $125.60. And that's the one, isn't it? That's the bundle, Erin, isn't it? For stateside, you get free shipping on that one there if you go for that big bundle too. So a great big versatile collection, Joe, on all different colour mediums that you can use.
It really is. So excited to see a full launch day on that. 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. East Coast time. Mary Lee says, Joe, is the Get It Got It Good deal already sold out? That's what the website's saying. Please say it isn't so. It has. The Get It Got It Good has Got It gone already. Elizabeth sneakily watching whilst working. Lots of you letting me know how excited you are for that later show. We're just going to take a really quick break, give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. Whilst we do that, let me share with you all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today. Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home, where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers, and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easy to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
Oh, sorry, I was just having a good old rummage through my stocking. Looking at some of these prizes that you guys are going to be winning all week. Remember, we're putting the next name on Sarah's nice list in the show. All you need to do is make sure you comment. Every comment is an entry, so get those in. And if you want to comment along and questions, whatever you want to do, tell us what you've had for your breakfast. It doesn't matter. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. A really full day coming up as well. Do you know what, Craig? I can't get my head round some of the amazing bargains that we've got this week, as well as all the incredible new launches as well.
Yeah, can't agree with you more. For instance, what we're away to show you now on the remainder of Wake Up Call. So these are ones that maybe if you've been with us last year, you'll have seen from last year. Maybe you didn't purchase them then. Really good idea, because now you're going to get them at a whopping saving now. Maybe that you're relatively new to us, so then this is going to be your first time seeing them. Really good saving for you guys. So this is our Gemini, this is our double-sided, this is our layerable, edgeable, 6-piece Christmas dies. Now what these do is these enable you to create really nice cards, but you've got that edgeable factor. But what you've also got is the fact that they are double-sided. So what you can then do is then you can start to layer them up. So that, we'll just say that is your stamps that we are on. It's our double-sided dies that we're looking at. We'll be with you just in a moment. So it's a double-sided die, so if you're new to them, but then these ones here, what you do is they die cut on both sides. So I'll explain that in a moment when we come to actually create your cards when it comes to these dies here. So whether you want to use them as edgeables, you can do. Whether you want to do them as frames, because you can cut them on multiple angles depending on the size of the Gemini that you're using. But within the set today, you've got 6 of the double-sided dies. But these, in some ways, Joe, they're actually 12.
Of course.
Because they are double-sided. And some of them, if not all of them, you can use that double-sided die cut on its own, or of course in conjunction with the front. So everyone today for this price is £38 here in the UK, $50. But if you are platinum, that comes down to £30.40 or $40 for all of these ones. And these enable you to create the most elegant cards that you'll have ever seen before. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of white behind this one, because with this snowflake here, the main snowflake detail on silver, that is one side of the snowflake die, but that purple matte layer on the back, that is the opposite side of the die, that all die cuts at once. So you've got that 2 die cut, that layerable, that edgeable, all in one. So that is the snowflake, but then we've got on here, so you can go down this way that you can see with the mistletoe. So it doesn't have to be sideways. If you want to have it so it runs along, then you can do there. So the white cardstock that's die cut, that is one layer, the actual silver is another layer. Then we've got the baubles. So the baubles, the red layer is one side of the die, and then the gold has been cut out using all that intricate baubles there. Then we've got the Christmas tree. So the Christmas tree, the green layer on the back is one side of the die, that gold outline is the opposite side. And then let's go for, look at Santa in a sleigh. So what we've got is the houses along the bottom, but then we've got Santa in a sleigh that die cuts on the opposite side. So really nice to work in conjunction on its own, or maybe our additional, you know, our scene builder, you know, our dies that we've done lately, Joe, would work well with that one, or another one with the bauble that you've got here. And they're super easy to use, Joe. If you've never done our double-sided before, what you will need And this is where anything that I'm using that I don't necessarily refer to, check out our website. But you will need your double-sided die plates. So whether it is your A5 or your A4, depending on what size of cards you want to do, will determine what size that you want. And I'll explain that again in a moment, Joe.
Awesome.
Joe,
just to clarify,
so wait, say that, yeah.
Just to clarify exactly what's in there. I know there was a mistletoe one there, Craig. In this particular collection, you'll get trio of trees, dashing through the snow, delightful decorations, Bethlehem skyline, snow flurry, and the string of lights in there as well. It's amazing value, isn't it?
Thank you for correcting me on that one, Joe. It is amazing value, amazing value. So what we're going to do first, let's bring my cardstock so I can let you see. I've got a piece of navy that is 5 by 6, and I've got a piece of white that's exactly the same, 5 by 6. So I need my base cutting plate, and I need my double-sided die plate. Now I'm going to go in with the snow flurry. So within our die, one side has got, well, let's start on this side. This side has got lots and lots of die cut detail on one side. And then the opposite side, it's got a bit less detail. So this less detail, I want this to be cut into navy. So this is my less detail side. So I'm going to go face down, and I'm going to pop that up to my card. Now I'm going to match it to the edge, but what I'm doing is I'm popping the top of the die up to the edge of my cardstock. And then some of these dies, because they're edgeables, you'll be able to see they've got little platform bits at the side. So this enables you, if you want, which I would recommend doing, pop some low-tack tape down to hold it into place. So that side is now going to cut into my navy. Now what I'm going to do is bring in my white layer, and I'm going to place that exactly over the top. And what we're going to do is, once again, I'm going to pop a bit of low-tack tape in the same position to secure it. And then now, because that top side's going to cut into my white layer, what I need is my next double-sided plate over the top. And then what we're going to do is pop my top plate in. Like my embossing folder, I like to add my metal shim in.
This is why you're not on the nice list, you see.
Why?
I don't know.
Because I'm adding
you're adding your metal shim in, yeah. I don't know that you're not meant to. I was just looking for an excuse for you not to be on the nice list. I mean, because I can't possibly come up with any idea as to why you wouldn't be on the nice list, Craig. I mean, you are Craft Male Personality of the Year nominated. I mean, if surely that's an endorsement for being on the nice list, there isn't any greater one, is there?
But then Sarah's nominated for Female Craft, Leanne's nominated for Designer of the Year.
But they should all be, they're all on the nice list, surely.
All on the night list, all, you know, all of us. 11 in total we are, aren't we?
I think we've got more nominations than anyone else. I need to double check that, but I'm pretty confident that is the case. Subtle brag, Craig.
Well, I don't want to brag all the time. It's, you know, it's not just me.
No, it's not a big brag. It's just a subtle brag, which is fine. Subtle brags are all right, apparently.
Is it?
That's the way it works, yeah.
Well, you see, the thing is, and I could go down the cliche road, and I am, if it wasn't for the likes of you and the guys in the gallery and the whole team, I wouldn't get to do this. So I wouldn't have the option to be in the category, would I?
Well, there you are. Teamwork makes the dream work, Craig, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Sue says, Craig, you have helped me so much to take my crafting to another level. I love the double-sided dies. Christina says, love how Craft's Companion gives us so many ideas on using the products we've already bought. And Lisa says, thank you for this lesson on double-sided dies. I always get a little bit overwhelmed when using them. So they are. Glad that that is helping. Remember, every single person that comments is another entry into the opportunity to get yourself on Sarah's nice list. We're going to be doing another name and a prize draw at the end of this show, like we are in every single show. And I hear we might even pepper a few extra in at the end as well, just for good measure, Craig.
That'll be exciting. What an exciting day and week it's going to be.
Christine Mahoney says, love all the Christmas products, so unique, stands out from other companies, makes will all be amazing. Crafters Companion is the best company ever.
Absolutely.
I agree with you.
I totally agree with you. 100% do I agree with you on that one. But going back to what you're saying about being overwhelmed with the double-sided dies, you know, I know it's easy for me to say you know, don't be. But, you know, just have a little play with them. Just cut two the same size and see what you can come up with, how they layer together, and then you'll soon start to see how well that they work and how well that they work in with your cards and your projects.
Joanne asked a little earlier, can you use double-sided dies in the foil press, Craig?
Not in the foil press, no. Do not use your double-sided dies, because then that means that you're going to be, one edge of your die is going to be facing into your foil press platform, which you don't want.
Okie doke.
If you're going to foil with your dies, it has to be the normal single-sided wafer-thin dies. Please don't use double-sided.
Okie doke.
Now here, because I've got my cardstock stuck or cut to the same size, if I go to lay that right over the top, can you see how we've got that perfect shadow? So I'm going to stay still while Lord Adam zooms in. So if I stay there, isn't that exquisite, Joe? Isn't it phenomenal? Now can you imagine, well, even I, as much as I love my fussy cutting, I wouldn't even attempt to do that. But because I've got that to the exact same size, what I want to do is I want to create a little mat and layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of mils off around each side. So I'm going to take about, say, let's 2 mils off that side.
Fly's eyelash.
Fly's eyelash, yep. Fly's eyelash off the bottom and a fly's eyelash off the side. And then what that will do, let me just neaten that one up, that will give me a perfect little mat and layer. So if I pop that one into here, so you'll see how we've got a nice mat and layer all the way around. If you have got your dotty tape runner, then of course you can use that. I do like to use my tacky glue for this and my little applicator. So you would take a lot more time than I am.
Rebecca's asked a really great question as well. For any new viewers, Craig, what's the purpose of a double-sided die? What difference does it make compared to a single-sided die?
Well, you know, some of the main pointers is the fact of cost, because instead of having two separate pieces of metal, you've only got the one piece of metal and you're getting two designs. There's space, there's packaging. But what it also allows you to do is, because it's to do with pressure as well, you're able, say you or we, Leanne and the product development team, are able to get some of the most intricate areas, tiniest little pieces that sometimes you couldn't manage to do when it comes to manufacturing within normal dies. So although it's not just, I'm going to say it, it's not as if it's just a gimmick die, it actually serves a purpose in being able to take your die cutting, some of the detail that you get with die cutting, to a whole new level, a level that you will potentially not be able to see when it comes to other dies out there. But for me, a lot of the main shout out is the fact of the amount of metal or less metal that it uses, as well as spacing.
Gillian says there should be a category for best customer services in those awards. Awards? Newsflash, plot twist, Gillian. There is a category for best customer service and we're nominated. So you can vote for us. How amazing.
Absolutely you can do. Now this is what I've just done there. So I've used my tacky glue and I've created our shadow. Now what I done last night is I spent a little bit of time. Now, ignore that just for a second, because they're there for a reason. Along here, into all the tiny little holes, what I've done is I've popped little silver gems. You see all these silver gems into the little holes there? So I've popped the gems
nice.
on there.
Bit of bling.
So I've taken a little card blank and I've done 5 by 5 3/4. So let's take our pads off, and then those little silver gems that I have popped in that specific way, let's take these ones off. They're there because they're actually going to create a little bit of a highlight for something. So if I pop these ones, now, spoiler alert, teaser for launch day tomorrow. So I'm not going to take all.
Well, the tease for me will be, the tease here is, I don't know if they're going to last, Craig.
I don't
know if they're going to be on the show tomorrow, because I know they were in the preview last night and a lot of them went. So
So I'm
Yeah.
not surprised. So that's going to be tomorrow. So the reason I've popped those gems where I have is to create an accent for the side of these ones. So it's just to save me doing it on Wake Up Call. But then look at that. We've got Happy Holidays, and then we've got our double-sided die. Let's create a little bit of a top fold that you can see just there. Not actually into the card blank, but on a separate part. Our sentiment there. Now that, with double-sided dies, and those sentiments, if they last, with Christmas time, we make more cards at Christmas time and give or sell. You need them to be quick, but you still want them to be elegant and effective and have that wow factor. That is a style that will instantly do that. So that's been focused on our double-sided layerable, edgeable, 6-piece die sets. £38 here in the UK, $50 for you guys stateside. Comes down to £30.40 if you are platinum, or it also comes down to $40 if you are platinum as well. Works out our price with these ones here. Really nice, 6 dies. Some ways it's 12 because you've got the double-sided. And I should point out as well, if you are new to us, double-sided dies in the whole entire world, you'll only find them with us because it's only us that can do them, because they are that word that I can never say, so I'm not going to say them.
Patented.
There you go.
Or if you're in the US, patented. Is that right? Patented. There you go. Or patented, as we call it here in the UK. Same. Tomato. Right, something else I need to tell you about the Monday Mega Deal. It is absolutely flying out. It really is so busy. It's always so popular. 40% sold through now already, just today. Now the thing is, when you go for this, so $24.99, $29.99, that's what this would cost you. It's its regular price. It's a great deal. However, as part of the Monday Mega Deal, we're going to give you some white stamping card in there as well. You get 60 sheets of this, which is awesome. That would normally cost you $9.99 or $14.99. You're going to be able to get all of it as a platinum member for $19.99 or $23.99, which is awesome. Don't forget as well, keep your comments coming in, because we'll be putting someone else on the nice list, and I'll be having a good rummage in my stocking and pulling out a prize for that lucky person. How awesome to be up on Sarah's nice list. Talking of the nice list, someone here, who is it just said? Someone said, how naughty do you have to be to get on the naughty list? Andrea, there is no naughty list. You're all right. We've decided that the naughty list isn't a thing this year. Everyone, no one's going on the naughty list, so you'll be absolutely fine. Alicia says, thank you, Crafter's Companion, for all the inspiration, most of all the education on giving us the best crafting experience ever. You are more than welcome. Bernie as well, let me know she's got her all of her orders in as well, and loads of stuff coming up. There is so much throughout this week. Remember also, double points across absolutely everything that you see in show, and also across our entire website as well. It ends midnight wherever you are on the 25th of July. Double points across absolutely every order that you place. If you want to be in a chance with the chance of getting on Sarah's nice list, all you need to do is leave me a comment either on Crafters TV, over on Facebook, Crafters Companion, across on YouTube. And the more times you comment, the more entries you will get, and you then get the opportunity to win a fantastic prize, which is awesome. So make sure you keep getting those comments into me. And we're not that far away now. What, about 25 minutes before we get another name up on that list. How exciting. The second name joining Beth Fralix on the list, who was up there last night, which is fantastic. Craig has got his Sharpie at the ready to put that name up there in a little while. Christine Mahoney says, Joe is a lifetime member of the naughty list. Yeah, but I don't think you're wrong, Christine, to be honest. I really don't. Right, still loads more to come in this wake-up call, and also lots more to come for you as well across the entire day today. Remember, a launch day for you at 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast time. Getting giddy already. That second coffee is really hitting me now, Craig. And it's Christina in the cafe. She makes the strongest coffees, and I always forget, and then I have two, and then I'm like, blah, 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 blah. We've also got Monday Makers coming up at 7 p.m. here in the UK, which will be 2 p.m. East Coast time for you as well. And Monday Makers, Craig, really jam-packed full of goodies, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Just reading your comments as well while Joe's reading them out. So funny. Yeah, with Monday Makers, this is why I couldn't just pick 3 items. Well, my 3 picks were actually from Monday Makers because it is that jam-packed full, including something else where I explained with the double-sided dies. Again, if you're new to us, you'll have maybe not seen these ones before. Oh, I've got myself set up for the wrong demo. Oops. I've got myself one demo. Can we switch?
Well, do you know what, Craig? They're selling so quickly. I don't think it's a bad idea, you know. Craig's going rogue. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at our Christmas sentiment stamp and die ones here. These are really, really cool because the actual sentiment creates the focal point, and then what you've got is you've got little sentiments as well that you can then do the backdrop for your stamps. So what I am going to do is let's go in, let's show you some finished samples that you can see here. So if I bring in this one here, now the main idea is this is the stamp and die, but then what you've got is additional little sentiments here. So then it says, thank you so much, but we've also got the Christmas here, but then you've got the little stamps here that says the magic of, and then you've got Christmas. Then we've got Merry. So you might want to use this one on its own, but then if we open up, apparently they thought I said Mary.
Say Mary and then Merry.
Mary.
It's like squirrels all over again.
Mary.
Say Merry Mary.
Mary.
It is very, very similar, Craig, it is. We adore your accent, Craig, of course. But yeah, it is. Mary Navin says, Craig, I love you. What perfect timing.
Laugh at me. So yeah, you could use the sentiment on its own, or of course you can then use the little sentiment in conjunction, so Jolly Christmas. Then what about, not just cards, but then this could be a wine or a bottle topper that you can see here for a little present or a little gift. Or then what you can also do is you can then come in that you can see, go really, really big here. Now the initial concept...
That look said it all, Craig.
The initial concept had a specific reason. And what I'm going to do is let's bring in one of the stamp sets from the collection from before. So let's go in with, let's go, right, I need the small ones. So what we can do is let's take that one as well. Now these ones, Joe, is, right, so here we go. I'm just chatting to myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the stamp set from the festive embellishment. So this is from what's coming up in launch day. The initial idea was for these is when they first launched, they came out with some little stamps. And what you would do is you would create your own background and then pop the sentiment over the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my background using some of these accessory stamps from launch day.
And I guess you can use any of the embellishing stamps you have in your collection. Our craft has probably got, huge amounts of these in their stash.
Absolutely any of them, Joe, you can use them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my quick dry. This one is grasshopper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a random background. Now, if you've got your 4x4 stamping platform, then of course you can use that. Something like this, I do prefer just a little acrylic block that I've got in my stash. I know so many crafters have also got acrylic blocks. So that's the grasshopper there. Let's go in with the spring meadow. And what we're doing is we're going to create a bit of a collage all the way around. Now, if you want to take pattern paper instead, then of course you can do that. But I wanted to explain, some of you might be aware, some of you might not, that the initial concept for this stamp set was exactly what I'm doing now.
Just to let you know as well that those ink pads that Craig using there, they are within the Christmas dimensional scene by the collection. In there, the 10 ink pads, they are in there. Also, those 10 water reactive ink pads that are within there are available to buy separately in our launch day show as well. So a couple of different options when it comes to getting hold of some awesome ink pads.
What I would just say on that one there, the ones that you've got in the set are water reactive. These ones that I'm using here are quick dry. So these are the water reactive that's in the set.
Okie doke.
So what I'm going to do is, if I finish stamping these ones here, and let's do it there. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. So I've created my own little backdrop here. So let's pop that. Now you don't need to be too concerned about the centre, because in some ways it's going to be covered. So now what we can do is, if I set that one to the side, I'm now going to come in with a piece of watercolour card, and then I'm going to also come in with my stamping platform, a large one, and I'm going to pop this one. I think I said watercolour card, didn't I? This says white smooth stamping card, and we can come in with our stamp set. So I'm going to go in with the Mary. So let's go in with the Mary here. So let's go in.
Oh, you're still making us laugh, Craig. Please don't ever change. Evelyn says, that's why Joe will go on the naughty list, always teasing Craig about everything. It's part of my job description. It's what I'm here for.
And I wouldn't have you any other way either, Joe. I wouldn't have any of the other guys any other way that tease me. So stamping out my sentiment. So what I'm doing is I'm using Bordeaux, and I'm using quick dry again. You could do this with the water reactive.
Okay.
You just won't get that initial sharp, crisp, clean impression, but it would still work an absolute treat. So I'm doing this a good number of times to get a real strong impression. So what we've done is, let's move that one out the way. So we've got our stamp there. Then what we're away to do is we're away to come in now with the die that you can see. So we're going to pop this one over the top. Now what you need to do is you need to just get it as close to the middle as you can. I use the release holes as a bit of a guide, because I can see through them and I can see that it's a darker tone, which means I'm on my colour. So then these are also going to go through the mini. So for speed, let's use the mini. And there's lots of different configurations, Joe, that you could use these. For instance, you don't need to use the die if you don't want to. Maybe you just want to stamp straight on with the Mary and put it onto your card. You can
Absolutely.
if you want.
Mary has just messaged in, say, who knew that watching these shows could be such good exercise? I keep running up and down the stairs to my craft room to see if I have the ink pads in my collection when Craig mentions certain colours. Absolutely, it's definitely exercise, I would say. Surely crafting is exercise. We can get away with that, can't we, Craig?
Well, it's always exercise on the arm with your Gemini if you use the MIDI or the Mini.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. So then we've got our Mary that you can see there. Now what I've also done is I've taken some brown cardstock and cut out just the die on its own, which gives me this backdrop. So it's given me a shadow. I'm going to bring in this one. The only difference I've done here, this one is actually using Chinese red, but you can see here that it still looks the same. So what I'm then going to do is, again, I'll only do a few of these. I'll take the rest off shortly.
Getting really concerned about these making that later show, Craig, already. I mean, we're not even at the end of Wake Up Call yet, and half the stock has gone on these. Incredible deal. Remember what you're getting there: Jolly Joy, Snow, Christmas, Mary and Noel. Mary and Noel are coming in that collection as well.
See, it's tripping you up now as well, isn't it?
They should be. You're only paying, Platinum members are not even paying for two. So essentially, Platinum members are paying for Mary and Noel, and they're getting the rest for free, which is amazing.
Amazing. Did you see what I've done there to create a faux matte and layer? What I've done is, using my Bordeaux ink pad, I've gone all the way round, and that's created a faux matten layer all the way around. So I've used the Mary here. You might want to use the Noel if you want to, or you might want to use one of the other ones, maybe the Snow instead. So the initial idea, take some of your stamp sets, create a bit of a backdrop. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring in what we've done. And once again, I'm going to take all the tape off after the show. Let's secure it for now so you can see. That's going to go into the middle. And then within the stamp set that comes in with this one, what you've got is all these little sentiments. Little Christmas and bright Christmas, have yourself a, eat, drink and be. And then this enables you to create a little sentiment if you want. So I've already stamped out, have yourself, merry, and then little Christmas. So to show as well that faux matten layer, what I've done is, let's bring in this one that I've already stamped, done exactly the same. I've gone in with my ink pad and just dabbed the edge all the way around. And then that gives you a nice little subtle pinging away matten layer for all the way around. So then to finish it off, what we can then do is take that one off there, take all the pads off afterwards, bring that one in there. So then there we go. We've got our super, super cute little card that we can see here. So that have yourself a merry little Christmas, that is part of the sentiment dies, but then it goes to show for the actual background, which the initial idea for this collection was. We've used some of the stamps from launch day, but that's the Gemini Word and Stamp and Die collection, where you're getting 41 elements in total, £19 or $23 here in the UK, incredible saving there. If you're platinum, that comes down to £15.20 or $18.40, so crafterscompanion.co.uk.com is where you want to go. If you are across in Europe, then your prices in euros are across on .eu.
Absolutely, they are. Diana says, Craft's Companion has the most talented people working for them. Very nice of you to say so. Debbie says she resisted as long as she could, but she's gone for the 3D builder set, the 3D scene builder set. They are absolutely amazing. Rebecca really loving the ink pad, saying they give such a nice saturated colour. Who else? Craig is a great teacher. Love watching you, says Shirley. It was a lovely comment. Patricia says, Joe, you always keep us laughing. You make my day. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Patricia. Cassie says, don't see any housework getting done today. Crafting has taken over my agenda. Thank you for the inspiration. I just think write the housework off for the rest of the week, Cassie, is what I'd say. With it, knowing what's on the shows that's coming up, I think the chances of housework or chores getting done are very, very slim this week. Christine saying, love all these demos, Craig. Saving this video for sure. So many ideas. So thank you so much. We've got another item that we need to share with you. It is, of course, our Christmas layering stamp and die collection. Now in here you're going to get decorate the tree, the reason for the season, festive flurry, decorative garland, festive wreath, festive foliage and beautiful baubles as well. You get them all in there. It's a half price deal for you, $41.60 or $55.20 for platinum members, and it's going to be coming up in full in our later Monday Maker show with myself and Debbie. Very worried about, though, the Monday Mega deal and those words that Craig has just shared with you getting to that show. It is so busy on those particular items at the moment. Craig, do you think we better do a card of the show, Because obviously now we get a card of the show in Wake Up Call, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think we should.
All right, excellent.
That one. Okay,
yeah, why not?
We're showing them now, are we? Or
do you want to do your last demo first, or
maybe better do them now, Joe?
Yeah,
just
I
in
think
case.
so.
Yeah, just in case. Rightio. Let's do that then. So let's go in. I'm just going to here we are. So let's bring these ones in. So let's show you what we've done first of all. So this was using what's coming up in launch day. So we've got number 1. Then we used our double-sided edgeable die, number 2. And then number 3, we used our Christmas sentiment die. So number 1, number 2, or number 3 is what we've done so far within Wake Up Call today.
Awesome. Get your votes in then. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're over on YouTube. You've got about 5 minutes or so to get those votes in, and then we'll let you know which one is the winner, and that will go forward into the card or creation of the day, which we'll decide, of course, in our Monday Makers show a little later. If you want to vote, you can. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion across on YouTube. Suzette says, wow, every time we think we have seen the best from Crafters Companion team, they go and blow us away with something extraordinary. Thank you. You're more than welcome, Suzette. Still time though, Craig, isn't there, to squeeze a little bit more creativity into this wake-up call?
Absolutely, we sure do. And something else that we've got that's half price for you, and then something else that is really cool and really effective. And this is all about our layering stamps. So this one is now what we're going to be doing, which we were meant to be doing originally in the last demo. But here we are, we're here now. The Gemini Christmas Layering Stamp and Die Collection with 110 elements. Now, today's price, £52 here in the UK, $69 for you guys stateside. But look at that platinum price, £41.60, $55.20. You get all 7 sets there, and let me show you what these are all about before we go in and do a little demo. This one being the tree, so decorative or decorate the tree. Now what you've got is you've got a number of different stamps. So you stamp 1, then you stamp 2 on top, it's 3 on top, and then you're ending up with this real big flurry. So let's zoom past these ones. The reason for the season is what we are going to decorate with. Festive flurry, we've then got decorative garland, we've then got festive wreath, we've then got festive foliage, and we have got festive baubles. And then this is the sort of thing that you can be making. So whether you're going in with the nativity, the garlands, maybe you want to build up your wreath, the baubles. Let's do one more so we can get into this last demo, or the Christmas tree. So these work by layering up your stamps, hence the name. So let me take my set here. So within these, you can choose what quick dry inks you want to use. Can use your water reactive again, however, your quick dry are the best ones to use. So if I then go in, let's see if I can get the die set out. So we're going to go in here. Now I'm bringing in my stamping platform for this one. And what I've done already, Joe, is I've got my I keep saying watercolour card today. It's not, it's white smooth stamping card to 7 by 5. So I'm going to go in with this one here. And at this point, this doesn't need to be in the middle of my stamping platform because I'm going to guide it by eye. Now I'm going to go in with these rays here. And I'm going to come in, we can see here, I'm going to come in a bit further down because I'm going to use this next one as a guide. The rays, you would think ideally they would go round about there, which you can do, but I'm going to have it come down a bit because my main stamp is going to go around about there. So if I have my ray here, and I'm going to come in now with my platform, I'm going to go in with straw bale. So let's use straw bale quick dry.
What's the benefit of using the quick dry for these kind of projects, Craig?
It's because you can do each layer straight on top of each other. You don't need to wait on any of the layers drying. You literally stamp. Oh, look at that. Someone's had a dirty stamp. Dirty. Actually, it looks quite effective, to be honest with you. It looks quite good.
Dirty, as Adam would say. Dirty.
It's dirty. So what we're then away to do now is let's bring in our 2 nativity stamps. So that was layer 1. We're now going to go in with layer 2, and this is giving you a full backdrop. And this is going to be edge to edge colour. So I'm going to come in to the middle, and this is where I'm going to do it because I want to see the rays popping through. So let's bring that one in. Now we're going to go honey pot. So let's stamp this one up. And if you're familiar with our layering stamps, these have a 90-degree corner in which you line up on your stamping platform. Right. But for me personally, I find these ones really, really easy to layer up without using the corners as a guide. So let's press this in to get a full impression. So now that we've got the start of the nativity scene, I'm going to go in with our next stamp. And now I'm going to position that bang over the top that I can see There, so that's me good. I'm going to come in with my platform, press, so I've got it in place. Card stays in place with the discs, stamp stays in place with the platform. Now I'm going to go in with smoked pearl. Black is one that a lot have been used for the design. For instance, if you see the idea on the back, and it looks nice, but I like this deep grey sort of colour. And what this one does is this starts to pick out all of the detail. Look at that.
Nice.
So you go in with layer 2 with maybe a yellow and you think, how's that going to look? And then you come in with this last stamp and then, wow, it really makes it pop. Let's do that bit there. And there we go. So if I lift that one up, so you can see how well that looks. So I'm not going to stick this together, Joe, because we're running out of time. But I've done some mats and layers from our neutrals and our sunflower 12 by 12 paper pad. Remember our Christmas ornaments.
Oh, yeah.
I've die cut one and I've created the aperture within the middle. I would place that over the top.
Oh, that looks awesome.
If you want to put acetate, now I know obviously they don't have snow, but you might want to do some sand or that, like a bit of a windstorm or something.
Nice.
Then I've taken Best Wishes on Christmas Day stamp, and these are little accessory stamps in the same stamp set. So what you could do is have a couple of them just popping out at the little bottom there, and then you've got your little scene that you've created using the layering stamp, which this one was called The Reason for the Season.
Oh, amazing. Really, really incredible. I love how quickly they come together, Craig, as well. Leslie Forward says, I'm new to paper crafting. I'm loving the edgeables. I spent a small fortune this morning. I can't wait for everything to arrive. Maria saying as well, she can't keep up with all the comments. Everyone wants to be on the nice list. I need to let you know that the demo of the show, Craig, is card number 1. Our viewers' favourite. So we'll pop that up onto the Cabinet of Creativity, and we'll then vote on the demo or the card creation of the entire day. There it is, the winner of the demo of the show. How amazing.
And that was part of launch day.
Absolutely. Now, don't forget, of course, double points across absolutely everything right the way up until the end of Sunday. So if you're eyeing the next level in the club, maybe you're a silver member, you want to get to gold, maybe you're a gold aiming for platinum, this is going to be your week to get there for sure. Don't forget as well about all the awards that we have been lucky enough to be nominated for. It is, of course, the Crafts Beautiful Awards. We've been nominated in 11 categories, which is absolutely awesome. So humbling. All different kinds of awards there. Best TV shopping channel, chain store, best brand, customer service, best die cutting range, best gadget, craft personality of the year, male and female designer of the year, ultimate craft holiday, and best workshop or online craft. Absolutely amazing. Voting closes on the 24th of September. You can go across to craftawards.com, place your votes. We would really love to pick up as many of those awards as possible. Now, as well, of course, of having the double points, it is all about, isn't it, getting on a certain lady's nice list, and we are going to be putting up there. I mean, I might just take all these home with me. I think no one will notice, will they? We are going to put our second name up on the list. Let's see though what that lucky person is going to win. Should we have a bauble or a cracker? What do you think? Let's go bauble, because we had a cracker last night, and it's number 20. What a bauble. I mean, look at that, a sequin bauble. It's number 23, and that means that this lucky person is going to win over £75 or dollars worth of crafting goodies, which is amazing. And drum roll please, the winner, it's just being sent over. It's like, it feels like the end of X Factor, doesn't it?
It does.
The winner is Joe Woodworth. Whoop whoop! Congratulations, Joe Woodworth. You are the second name up on that list. pop it up there, Craig. Number
Rightio.
2, and Joe has won bauble number 23, which is amazing.
Rightio. Right, I'm going to have to go this way because the way that I... So Joe Woodworth.
Absolutely. Up it goes. Joe, you are going to have to pop us an email, please, to prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Prizes@crafterscompanion.com, and you can claim your prize. How amazing. If you didn't win in this show, I know we had thousands of comments. Don't worry, you've got an opportunity, more opportunities every single day. We're going to be, every show, every day, we'll be giving away one of our lucky prizes. Loads to come still though, isn't there, Craig?
Absolutely we do. We've got so much still to come up on Crafters TV today, including that launch day with Joe and Sarah. So that's going to be 3 o'clock here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time or 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And then Debbie, she's going to be in the building, Debbie Robinson. She's got jam-packed Monday makers for you. I've seen some of what she's got planned and it's going to be super cool. That's going to be at 7 o'clock here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Thank you so much for spending your Monday afternoon/morning with me on Wake Up Call. I'm going to toddle off home and get prepped for tomorrow's show, which includes a lodge as well. So do make sure that you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, as well as all of us, and you can see some little teasers as well. I'm going to see you at the exact same time tomorrow for Tuesday's edition of Wake Up Call. Bye.